Hi, Xing. I believe your mic is muted.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to myself. Okay. Maybe. Oh, it's already been recorded. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Today is July 6th, 2026. This is the Kubernetes CSI implementation meeting. I was just checking the release schedule. So the next deadline is July 9th, feature block freeze. So if you are working on a feature, you want to write a feature block, I think that's the deadline to submit a placeholder PR to opt in. Okay, so 1.36 for the sidecars, I think we're still waiting for external snapshot metadata. So Prasad is supposed to call the release and ping him. And then Dangshan is here. You are working on the CSI host pass driver, right? You're still
Y-
like,
Yeah, I have a
oh,
PR and I need to request one more PR for
okay,
the tools. Yeah.
okay. All right, thank you.
Mhm.
So I also need to cut the CSI test release. I think I just need to cut it, the change log. I think it's done. Code for 1.37. Yeah, so okay, so we had a meeting. This is last Wednesday. Oops. Okay, Raphael, you added this one, so we still need to have some discussions because we just started and we didn't get time to finish. Yeah, so maybe we can talk about this after we just go through some logistics and then we can talk about it today. If we
Great,
don't have
thank you.
if we don't have enough time, maybe we need to schedule another one-off meeting. Okay, so yeah. Secure Linux, I think this one, I think the everything is out. So the doc PR is out. Code is already merged. Okay, so I think cleanup test. I don't know if there was more update. Yang is not here today, but looks like we are in good shape since code is already merged. And last year's a PVC. Haman, do you know what's the status of this? Haman, are you talking?
Which one? Sorry. Yeah, no, no,
Oh,
no.
the last
Okay.
last year's PVC. I think everything's out. I don't know if there's any more update. Everything's out for review. Anything
No,
merged?
there's a test. No, no, there's no. I think don't
Not
think
much.
there's any update. Yeah.
Okay.
We need. I don't know if anybody has approval rights for test E2E store test E2E because the E2E is stuck on approval from that side.
Oh, is
And
it depending on what files they change? Some, if it's just in our repo, we can approve it, but if
no,
it's,
yeah, it touches a test E2E slightly.
oh, then we
And I
should. I think you should be able to approve it. I can approve it too. But I think you should have the approval for
no,
the.
no, no, not test E2E storage, but it touches the general framework test
Oh,
E2E.
general. Then we need. Okay, I see. Okay, then
Yeah,
we.
we need Patrick or someone to approve it.
Okay,
Yeah.
some of the people. Okay, sure. All right. Need approval to be test. General approval. Okay. Okay, snapshot topology. So, all right, so we need to, right, so we can, yeah, we'll talk about this one later. Storage capacity scoring. So this one I think is already, I think the implementation, they only need to change the feature gate. So this is already part of, this is actually part of the, it's part of the test. So this is also merged basically. So I think we're good with this one. Volume health. Herman? Oh,
So, sorry. Yeah, so I have a PR open actually for API in Kubernetes,
okay.
and I was just getting it to basically uh, like all the test fixtures and everything. It uses a CSI. I replaced the CSI spec from my fork of CSI spec,
Mm,
but other than that, all the API changes are there. I have updated everything. So, and I'm working with Eddie on updating the external health monitor sidecar and things. So, yeah,
okay.
I might need review on the API changes in Kubernetes pretty soon.
Okay, good.
And Ben brought up an excellent point
Mm,
about the secrets during the CSI community sync.
okay.
And I was thinking about it, and the CSI spec obviously proposes the secrets for get list,
Mm.
but we do not actually have a good place to store them in Kubernetes. For corresponding get volume and list volume RPC call, they don't have actually a secret.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, the
Like,
CSS spec, they don't
the
have a
get volume
secret.
does, I thought.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
So,
well, but I mean, it
I mean,
doesn't. Does this do the
mm,
sidecars that call it just reuse one of the existing secrets then? Like, how does it work?
yeah, that's a good point. I
Like,
don't
it's
know.
possible that we're just omitting the secret, but in that case, like that can't be CSI spec
Not,
compliant
it
because,
does not work, right? For some drivers
or
need
right, for some SPs that actually need the secret, if we don't pass
yeah.
it in, like they can't implement it correctly, which would be bad.
So maybe you can take a look and
Mhm.
see how, I know SAP definitely needs the secrets, how they implement this one. Maybe they probably just grab a secret from some, I don't know, like,
Well, they need secrets for some things, right? Not for
yeah,
everything.
right. I'm just saying they probably grab the secret from some other, maybe if it's not part of this API, then maybe they grab it from something. I don't know.
Yeah, so just looking at controller get volume request, controller get volume. Yeah, there's no secret in controller get volume. And it's behind the controller, it's behind the get volume capability. And list volume obviously doesn't have a secret. So it makes it like I hate to introduce new fields in PV spec for storing these
Well,
things
but this
actually.
is the whole thing with the secrets, right? Is we've always just added more and more and more and more fields, and like
Yeah.
we've never properly dealt with the fact that we just have proliferating secrets because of CSI. So like we had a proposal last year to like actually tackle this, but nobody wanted to propose anything. So it just remains a really ugly implementation detail of
Yeah,
Kubernetes.
yeah. I'm like I was considering removing it for this release actually. But
Removing what? Removing secrets? What? So,
yeah, from the CSS spec because I'll have to tackle this and
Well, no,
we'll
I
have
mean
mm,
the secrets in the CSI spec are reasonable. It's reasonable for CSI to say
yeah.
the SP needs to, or the CO needs to pass in secrets to do these operations. The problem is on the Kubernetes side, we've never tried to do like a comprehensive, like here's how you specify which secrets to use where in a way that like is future proof, where you can just say this is the secret to use for everything related to this volume.
Mhm.
Um, and then it just and then we can implement new features and the secrets just work. That's the thing
Yeah.
that's missing.
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
me check.
So
But
you're
also,
proposing that
I thought
keep,
you may want to check the sidecars, the secrets. I think maybe it's because I know there is secrets implement for, I think for list snapshots, there's secrets. We probably modeled it after list volumes or something. I think it's
list
adding,
volume doesn't have secret.
it's kind of,
Guarantee. List volume
but
doesn't have
I'm just,
secret.
okay, yeah, but I don't know, but I think I'm just saying take a look at the sidecar because I think we have that for snapshots, we have that. I think I
Hmm.
remember Somebody
So list,
added that, but I need to take another look.
list volumes doesn't have a secret, but list snapshot does.
Oh, that's weird. So then why do we, okay, I don't know. Because we usually it's implemented for list volumes first.
Well, right. But we implemented list volumes. I think we thought about it and said, well,
Oh,
it's not obvious what secret to pass in, so we didn't pass in a secret. And then later, when we decided to do snapshots, we just changed our minds and said, well, actually, we should have a way to pass in a secret here in case somebody needs it. But like we've never thought comprehensively about this. We just sort of punt every time.
I think I agree with you, Ben, that the CSI spec and the Kubernetes problems can be like orthogonal, like kind of related, but like we can keep the spec, the secrets in spec, but at the same time we have to skip it in alpha. I see.
But the other
No.
problem is just
Mm,
to go down the rabbit hole is that even if we did have a way to like clean up the Kubernetes side of this and make it nice and pretty, we would have a
mhm.
huge backwards compatibility concern because the way it works right now is really ugly, and we have to preserve that ugliness for backwards compatibility reasons. So it's like we would have to have a combination of some new, better approach with backwards compatibility for the current horrifying approach, and that makes it even more challenging.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, like in the Kubernetes implementation side, that it won't support secret in this release, although the CSI spec has it.
Okay, so we'll
I
leave the secret in the RPC, but then we just won't pass anything in from the CO and say
Right.
this is future TBD.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I do not because I don't want to. If we try to solve this in this thing, then we'll be like blocked, I guess. Okay.
Hard problem.
Yeah. So. Yeah, other than that, I think Eddie, you're here. Can you update your fork with my API and update, like remove um the stub that you used and everything? That'll help me getting so yeah.
Yep, for sure. I'll update it. So basically right now, right, we have the CSI spec PR,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've also updated CSI test, host path. We have the Kubernetes API PR,
Yeah.
right? I'll take a look at that one, and the API server plumbing. And then we also have the external health monitor changes. So
Yeah.
the remaining implementation work, right, is kubelet calling the node RPCs
Yeah.
and the node authorizer changes, so I can work on that this week. And then if I know that we have E to E as a milestone for beta, but if we can weave in an E to E test, I can push on that front too. So I will let you know.
Yeah. No, we should do E2E in alpha itself actually. So
Yeah, agree.
okay, cool then. Thank you. That's all I have.
okay. You are going to submit a placeholder PR for the blog to opt in for the blog? Come on.
Yes, I'll
You go
try
back
to
on
do
mute.
that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
It's lunchtime for me, so I have to
Okay.
manage.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So this is also Herman's. So for this one, is this mainly auto tree changes, or do we have any in-tree changes for the wording attached limits? Herman.
I think we had to move the feature gate in to beta in entry,
Okay.
but that should be a simple change. I will try and submit a blog post also for this actually because it's it's kind of important to document this and generally like let people know what we're doing. But
No,
I haven't
there's a doc PR. Doc
doc
PR
pair
is
is already out.
oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Is anything missing from the list? Yeah, this one I think we're already done. So there are a few, this one has a PR out. It's out for reviews. I took a quick look. I think this is I think this is mainly under Node. Don't know. I think this one has some PRs out. These two, I think, Young is reviewing those. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's go back to the topology thing. You want to talk about it? Okay, where we are. Topology.
Yeah, so I think there are two. Well, there's one outstanding comment. Hamant left one, but I think I resolved it because I think I entered his question. But if we want to, Hamant, if you have any further questions about that, um, I guess we can discuss now. But besides that, it would just be discussing your question, Jing, about
Oh,
adding the constraints.
I think it's really good to add some guidance in the spec. What is the expectation? Wording.
Okay.
What kind of enforcement you're just making sure they are kind of in sync, right? Making sure whatever topology the volume has and the topology of the snapshot are in sync. Is that the
Yeah. Yep.
enforcement?
So yeah, we just check for any intersections between the topology for the snapshot and the desired one for the volume. So, but
Mhm.
like when we say we want to add this to the spec, do we mean that we want to add something like the SP must like provide a valid topology? Like, is that the type of thing we want to add
But
here?
yeah, I think because otherwise that's your the logic in the provisioner, right? Is going to reject it if they do not match.
Yes,
So
that's
yeah, then the
correct.
language should be in a spec. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay,
Okay.
okay. Basically that's in the create volume right now because the things you added are only in the snapshot section, create snapshot section, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
So,
yeah, I'll add something like that. Sorry.
okay. I had this thing like for systems that support today, like restoring snapshots to topologies other than where the volume exists. Um, so let's say like the snapshot, sorry, the topology will be passed when the snapshot is created, and it is the snapshot controller which will supply the topology, right? If the volume has the topology, like how, like was there a cap? Like if the volume had the topology, is the snapshot controller expected to supply a topology to the CSI driver?
Wait, if the
The,
snapshot has a
no,
topology,
the
is
SP knows more about the topology than the CO does in general.
But
The
the
only time the CO has to pass something in is if it wants to request something specific.
but the create snapshot, like the create snapshot call is initiated by the CO, right?
Right, right. So,
And
but you could imagine a situation where you had a volume in region A, and you wanted the
mhm.
snapshot to be in region B. You can ask for that, and then it's up to the SP to either make that happen or say I can't do that.
I'm just trying to think how it will integrate with snapshot controller the currently, because let's say I have a volume that has a topology constraint, okay, and I try to snapshot that volume. Will the snapshot constraint, sorry, will the topology constraint that was associated with the volume will be passed to the snapshot request as well?
well, so that would be like up to the SP what they want to pass in for the create snapshot request. If
No,
they
no,
want,
You
that's
mean the
not
CO? You mean the
the
CO?
CO.
yeah,
Exactly. This.
yeah. So, but in the case that you don't want it to be the same one as the volume, like, do we not want to support that case?
How will SP know what to do? Like that's what I'm trying to think through the flow. Like the CO is the one that will pass the topology constraint that was associated with the volume to the create snapshot call also.
Yeah,
Now, how does
today it passes nothing, and
yeah
the thing that's implied is you can do whatever you want, but probably it should be close to the volume
yeah
because that's just what most people do. So that's the implied desire. But once we add a
yeah
way to pass in something else, there has to be the CO has an option now. It can either say, I want it to go to the same place as the volume, if that's what the user wants, which is a good default. But you could also say, I want it to go someplace different than the volume because I intend to restore it over there. And so I really want to make sure the snapshot is as close to over there as it can be before I clone it. And the CO just needs a way to do both of those things.
exactly. So that's what I was getting at. Like if we are saying okay, we want to add support for a snapshot in something other than the volume is created in, then how does this expressed in Kubernetes? Because now, like, I understand the CSS spec, that's okay,
A-
but
And also,
uh,
how do you deal with the case when the SP can do one but not both? Like it can do the thing you want, but it can't, or it can't do the thing you want, but it can do something that you might still be happy with. There has to be negotiation, right? Like, well, I can't create the snapshot over there, but I can create it here, and then you can clone the to a volume over there. So like the snapshot will somehow have relaxed topology, but maybe not exactly what you wanted. Yeah, it's going to be complicated.
Hmm. Okay. I think we'd have to think about that. Mm.
and one last case is like I'll have to read the cap and apologize if it was already covered. If today CO says create snapshot, I don't know topology, and the snapshot is created, whichever. And like there are drivers, storage provided that allow you to restore the snapshot to a different topology. Will that break? Like for example, like tomorrow, like the driver and tomorrow the CO starts passing the topology constraint that belongs to the volume. Same topology constraint is being passed when the snapshot is created. And then somebody tries to restore that snapshot to a different topology. That should that it used to work, and it won't work anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like vSphere case I'm talking about Xing. I don't know if you like, yeah.
Yeah,
UV case right now we cannot really support different
Oh,
topology for the
you do
snapshot. No, for
you do
snapshot
support it. You do support it for the supervisor mode, right?
supervisor. No, snapshot has
The
to be
the
together.
Tanzu case, the one that PR that I linked to you actually, that you implemented in vSphere
Oh,
CSI
that one
driver.
is a no. That one is actually different. That does not really. That one is different. It's
No,
just
no, no, it is not different. It
no.
allows you to restore restore
Sorry,
snapshot
that's
to a
yeah,
different.
data store. Yeah, but it's not really different topology. I mean, it's not really linked to the topology. Yeah, so for that one.
well,
So
But
it's implicit, right?
it's a
Because
different.
none of this is made explicit today.
a different data store is a topology, right? Like at least in yeah, it is
Uh,
expressed as a topology in the
no,
multi-zonal deployments in vSphere.
no, it's really depending on no. If it's a no, it's depending on how you define your topology, right? So if it's still the same, uh, it could still be
In
in the same zone.
general,
It can still be in the same zone. So it's not, yeah. Mm.
uh, I mean,
So you're
okay,
saying, okay, yeah. So right now we actually don't really have this, yeah, different topology kind of thing for
Well,
the for the
the point that I heard is that like the risk here is that something that used to work could stop working, and we don't want to cause regression.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
of course. That we definitely need to be careful. Yeah.
So if we just blindly like start passing in some topology and assuming that the right thing is going to happen, there could be an SP where it used to be able to figure it out, but now it can't figure it out anymore.
Yeah, so right now we can't really support this one yet, the snapshot topology. So basically we still have to support whatever is there before, right? Because previously we don't have this capability. If a driver does not support it, then it just behaves the same as before. But if you start to say you support the snapshot topology capability, then you will have this different logic to handle that, right?
Yeah.
Well, the question is, what
we-
should the CO do, right? Just because the SP says now I support topology, the CO doesn't want to pass in anything which could cause something that used to work to start failing.
Yeah.
And that's sort of tricky because maybe but you want as a way to pass in like I don't care about the topology, like unspecified topology. Like tell me where you say tell me where you do put it, but I don't care where you put it. So just do whatever you do by default. So there's like nothing on the input, and then just on the output you get topology information. That could be a valid way to be backwards compatible. And then if you do care about where it goes, you could put something on the input, but then you just have to be prepared for the driver to say, I can't do that, but I could do something else.
All right. Okay, I'll follow up with you, Hamon, so that we can address those concerns and see what we can do. Um, but yeah.
Yeah, sounds fine. Yeah, I think the spec is itself fine. I'm just looking for the plumbing in Kubernetes, how it will all tie together.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
So the implementation is outside of Kubernetes at least, right? At least outside of KK. I was just thinking, do we have any other so the changes we're thinking mostly in Kubernetes side, not in the CSI side. Come on, think.
Yeah, like
I was just
I
trying to
I,
think. Mhm.
I assume Hamon, like we want to hold the CSI spec PR until we figure all the other stuff out. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I mean
Oh, okay.
the
That's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we also need to think about like when do we want to like cut the release for CSI back, right? I think of course we still have this one, need to get this one in. And
Yeah.
then there's a deadline for code freeze. When is code freeze?
The
Because
22nd, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because we need to. Do we need to have CSS back released before? We need this, right? Because we for the boarding house we have entry changes, so we need to get a CSS back release before for this.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Hemant. I'll start discussion with you today offline so that hopefully we can come to an agreement sometime this week and move forward. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Great.
You can
Thank you.
keep it in the CSI channel, like Ben also and other people can follow.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? We're good? All right. Great. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.